Hi everyone, Square Peg Square Hole coming to you live. Today is the last day of my 3-day tour through Worcester, Massachusetts. So far we did Holy Cross, WPI, and today we are at Clark University. Oh my God, if I could go back to college, this might be the space for me. Don't tell my alma mater. Came out of admissions and I had a conversation with 4 young ladies there, one for her master's and 3 other who were seniors. Unbelievable how much information they had to share, how interesting each of their majors were. Very cool, very interdisciplinary, all of them doing some really amazing work, whether it be through their classes, through some of their outside work, their study abroad. Just to give you a feel for some of the majors that they were doing, one of them was community, youth, and education. So as you all know, that's a really special place for me when you think about my thesis, connect right into that. She's doing some really interesting work and trying to help plan out schools, curriculum, as well as how you utilize the space. We met another young lady who is majoring in psychology and something else, I forget, because there are just so many options here. She's an athlete. That's kind of an aside. She is part of every single club, it feels like to me. And she's working on how psychology, the interaction of that, mental health with technology for students of color. Really interesting, talking about for kids who are from a place where you can't get access necessarily to the mental health that you, support that you need, how technology can play a positive role in that. She's also taking a look at how it can play a negative role when you think about video games and the impact of that on students. Another young lady that I met, she's majoring in Spanish and art history. So she's looking at how she can get into some of the museums in terms of building education and curriculum. So not what you would necessarily think of when you look at the different majors here. They've introduced a couple of new ones in recent years. And besides the community, youth, and education, they now have media, culture, and the arts, and they have interactive media. So some of you may remember Becker College from a while ago. When that closed down, they absorbed their game design here at Clark University. So they now have some really interesting video programs, which explains why they are partially known for that. It's one of their great spaces. 2 of the things that they're well known for, psychology, which makes sense, it's a liberal arts school, but also geography. So back in the day when Clark was first getting started, this was originally a graduate school program. So when they were looking to bring in the undergrad, geography was one of those things that their president thought could really help them to stand out. So geography looks at 2 different aspects. It's both the informational system side as well as the human side. For those of you taking AP Human Geography and looking about the different cultures, the migratory patterns, that's what geography looks at here. So the 4th young lady that I spoke with, she is actually looking at the migratory patterns of peoples, looking at sex trafficking and how that's impacting women, whether it be in Morocco, Northern Africa. And so she spent her time abroad doing that. Not your typical students, just going to say that. So some of their more popular majors besides those, obviously things like environmental science, biology. They have a really great microbiology program here. A lot of their master's programs, if you are an undergrad and go into their master's program, you can apply in as a junior. By senior year, you'll know. You take a few classes as a senior, and then you can finish up that master's program a lot of times for free. Do you hear that from financial aid people looking for free things? For free, you can do your 5th year here as a master's. So that's what one of the women that I met today was talking about. She actually came from Alabama up here to Clark because the financial aid was just so good for them. Right? So things to think about. Lots of different clubs. They have your traditional clubs that you might expect, but they also have JGAF. I'm going to let you guys go look that up because I can't tell you on this station what that is. But very interesting. Small school, about 2,000 kids. It's a mix of men and women, slightly more female to male ratio. Diversity, they're working on it. They are about 70% white, but they are definitely building up on that. A 1/3 of them are from Massachusetts, but like I said, I met somebody from Alabama, so there's plenty, and somebody else from Mississippi. So there's plenty of people coming here from different states looking to really fill in. They are a D3 school, so if you're looking to play some kind of sport, it's here for you. They are the Cougars. In terms of famous people here, well, so I was at a couple other schools talking about how Robert Goddard was a big guy there and graduated. Well, he also graduated from here. I guess he made his way around the schools here. There are 12 in the neighborhood. He got his master's and PhD, and he actually taught here. Sigmund Freud, taught here as well. There is a cool statue of him, as well as those of you who love Nemo, the Alexander Gould, who is the voice of Nemo and the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles, for my son who's a big Eagles fan, Jeffrey Lurie. So lots of different people here. Campus Pride Index, 3.5, not so bad, a little bit higher than what we saw at some of the other schools around here. No Greek life, but plenty to do on campus. So if you're looking for a really cool, interesting school, interdisciplinary is its middle name. Want some really friendly students who are willing to chat and tell you all about the wonderful activities and programs and majors here, Clark University could be the space for you. So after 3 days of touring around town, I'm now on my way out, signing off till my next adventure.